Ask yourself one question honestly. Are you living or are you just waiting to die? Stop. Stop right now with the hunt for this thing called passion. It's a sweet lie that fragile people use to lull themselves back to sleep. And stop daydreaming about happiness too. Happiness isn't a flower field you stroll through. It's a trophy earned after battle, soaked in sweat and tears. What you lack isn't passion. What you lack is an opportunity. What you lack is proof. Hard, undeniable proof that you're not as worthless as that timid voice in your head whispers to you every night. You hide behind circumstances. You blame the past. Listen carefully. Your circumstances aren't special. Your pain isn't unique. The only thing that separates you from the people out there fighting is your willingness to rot in your own swamp. This video isn't here to comfort you. It's here to rip that truth wide open. You think your enemy is your boss, the economy. Bad luck, wrong. Completely wrong. Your real enemy is invisible. It whispers in your ear every morning when you want to silence the alarm. It soothes you every night when you choose a movie instead of a book. Your real enemy is the comfortable swamp you keep sinking yourself into the swamp of settling. First, you're addicted to mediocrity. Admit it. You've gotten used to not being truly good at anything. It's safe, isn't it? When you don't give your all, you always have an excuse for failure. I wasn't really serious. When you're just average, nobody expects anything from you. No pressure. You live a life without friction, a soft death inside your comfort zone. Mediocrity is the most dangerous drug of all. It doesn't kill you instantly. It slowly gnaws at your soul, turning you into a drifting shadow, existing, not living. You're terrified of pushing yourself to the edge and still failing. That fear has turned you into a coward. Next, you're a victim of the inspiration illusion. Meet Lucas, a textbook case, a rough childhood, a boring office job, and a constant feeling that life owes him something. Every day, Lucas scrolls social media, watching motivational clips. He sees David Goggins screaming at the camera. He sees The Rock training in the gym. His heart races, adrenaline spikes. For 5 minutes, Lucas feels like he can conquer the world, then gone. Inspiration evaporates faster than breath. He goes right back to his old life, waiting for the next hit. Sound familiar? You are Lucas. You sit there waiting for some divine surge of motivation to appear and change your life. You'll be waiting until you're nothing but bones. Motivation doesn't come from watching, it comes from doing. Action. Even the smallest action creates the motivation to keep acting. Discipline is the bridge between goals and results. Inspiration is just a flickering mirage in the desert. And worst of all, you're taking advice from the wrong people. You listen to your parents, people who only want you to have a stable job. Stable, another word for stagnant. You listen to your friends, people who just want a drinking buddy on weekends, people who feel threatened when you start to change. You're taking advice on how to win a fight from people who have never stepped into the ring. They use love as a label while slipping the chains of mediocrity onto your wrists. They don't want you to fail, but they're also afraid of your success because your light will expose their darkness. Stop. Cover your ears. Their opinions don't define your reality unless you allow them to. Look in the mirror. The person in it is slowly dying, poisoned by comfort, numb from excuses, and tied down by the advice of weak-minded people. That is your reality. Listen, throw away the nonsense idea that you have to balance everything. Throw away the jack-of-all-trades mindset when you haven't mastered a single thing. It's a lie for people who are afraid of commitment. To climb out of the pit you're in, you don't need a dozen ropes. You need one steel cable strong enough to pull you up. That is the one thing rule. Pour your entire existence, your entire fury at your old self into conquering one thing, just one thing. But listen closely to the price. This path is not for the faint-hearted. It demands obsession, brutal obsession. It will shatter what people call work-life balance. You will have to say no. No to pointless fun. No to hours of doom scrolling. No to the people who keep dragging you down. You will be alone. You will be misunderstood. Your family may think you've lost it. Your friends may walk away. Accept it. The crowd's approval is a reward for sheep, not for lions. Look at Joe Rogan. Before he became an empire, he was just a kid full of insecurity, afraid and lacking confidence. Then martial arts entered his life. It didn't just give him self-defense skills. It gave him something 1,000 times more valuable, proof. Every punch, every kick, every drop of sweat on the training floor became undeniable evidence that effort creates results, that hard work can crush incompetence. When he won a match, he didn't just take down an opponent, he put an end to the losing version of himself. That victory planted an unbreakable seed in his mind. If I can be great at this, I can be great at anything. That strength spread into stand-up, into podcasting, into everything he touched. It started with one thing. Or look at the Hell Forge, David Goggins. Don't talk about best-selling books. Talk about a man who weighed close to 130 kilograms with shattered leg bones, dragging himself through Seal Hell Week. Imagine the pain tearing through his body, the bone deep cold, and the voice inside, the same timid voice in you screaming, quit, you can't do this, stop. Most people would obey, but Goggins didn't. He found power inside the pain itself. Every step on broken legs, every push-up in the mud, he wasn't just training his body, he was reforging his soul. He turned pain into armor. He learned to command his mind to shut up and comply. He didn't just conquer Hell Week, he conquered himself. That is the one thing rule pushed to its absolute limit. So stop running around like a headless chicken trying to do 5, 10 things at once. You won't get anywhere. You're only lying to yourself that you're busy. Absolute focus is the scalpel that cuts out the tumor of procrastination. Choose one thing, one challenge hard enough to make you want to cry and bleed for it. Excellence in one domain becomes the torch that lights the path for every other domain. That is the only way out. Step 1, choose your weapon. Drop the whole find your passion idea. It's too vague and passive. Choose a physical challenge. Specific, measurable, painful. Why physical? Because the body is the most direct gateway to conquering the mind. Your mind can trick you, but your body can't. It doesn't lie about fatigue or strength. Choose martial arts to learn how to face impact and fear. Choose long distance running to understand that limits are only temporary sensations. Choose weightlifting to feel the weight of discipline in every muscle fiber. Choose calisthenics to become the master of your own body. Anything, so long as it makes you sweat, grit your teeth, and face the inner demon that wants to quit every single day. Your weapon must be something you both fear and respect. Step 2, schedule the execution. Don't say, I'll train when I'm free. You will never be free. Grab your calendar right now and carve your training time into it. Carve it with ink that can't be erased. It's not an option. It's a non-cancelable appointment, an appointment with the stronger person you swore you would become. 5 a.m., good. 10 p.m., fine. When doesn't matter. Every day does. Whether it's pouring rain, whether you just had a fight with your partner, whether you feel lazy and exhausted, no exceptions, no negotiation. You don't train because you feel inspired. You train because it's on the schedule. Turn it into a ritual, something sacred, like breathing. This ruthless consistency is what will break the weak will of your old self. Step 3, cover your ears and act. The moment you start, the whispers will show up. Your parents will say you're being too hard on yourself. Why put yourself through this? Your friends will tempt you. Just come out for drinks once. What's the big deal? The jealous ones will mock you behind your back. Be ready for it. And what's your answer? Silence. Your answer is action. Don't waste a single breath explaining or arguing. Save that energy for the barbell, for the miles. Your future success will be the loudest slap across the face of every doubt. Understand this. The moment you choose the path of a warrior, you automatically separate yourself from the crowd. Get used to it. Strength is forged in solitude. Step 4, log your wins. This step is absolutely critical. Your memory is unreliable. Your emotions are even worse. You need data. Get a notebook or use an app. Record everything obsessively. How many kg did you lift today? How many kilometers did you run? And how long? What about last week, last month? These numbers don't lie. They're cold proof of your progress. On the days you feel drained and want to quit, open that log. Look at how far you've come. Those numbers are your weapon to smash the negative voice in your head. Every improved number is a brick you're using to build your mental fortress. Don't trust feelings, trust data. This is your war fight smart. In the end, burn this into your bones. Life will never get easier. The challenges won't disappear. The world will still be harsh and chaotic. But one thing will change you. You will no longer be a fragile leaf swept away in the storm. You will be the storm. By willingly throwing yourself into the forge of physical discipline, you will temper an iron will and unbreakable spirit. The problems that once kept you up at night, the criticism that used to sting, the small failures that once crushed you, now they become tiny and meaningless. How could an argument at the office shake someone who's used to running in heavy rain at 5 a.m.? How could a client's rejection knock down someone who's used to lifting weights so heavy their whole body trembles? You've taught your nervous system a new language, the language of hardship, endurance, and victory. The vague anxiety, the restless discomfort that used to chew you up will be burned down, incinerated by the fire of action and discipline. In its place, a quiet, solid confidence, not built on degrees or possessions, but on the thousands of times you've defeated the lazy demon inside yourself. You won't need to chase motivation from inspirational videos or cheesy quotes anymore. You won't need it because you've become a machine that generates its own drive. Every morning you wake up, you don't ask whether you feel like doing it. You ask what you must conquer today. You are no longer a victim of circumstances. You are the architect of your fate, reborn from sweat, tears, and will. The path is laid out. The forge is burning hot. Don't sit there anymore. Don't think for one more second. Stand up, choose your weapon, and start the war against your own mediocrity right now. If these words lit a fire inside you, hit subscribe and join this army. Share it with someone who needs a hard wake-up call.